All right, so this says my resume. How am I still single? This is what she's talking about.
31. I don't have any kids. I got a credit score of 803 exact, recently pulled. I have two paid off cars. I'm about to close on my first house this year in May. I'm not toxic at all. I got a big booty. I'm releasing an app on iOS and Android. I work hard as fuck. I'm not clingy, but I'll always make sure my partner feels appreciated. Okay, so I don't cook, but I can. I can learn. And it's not like I don't know how to cook, but I just don't cook as much as I should. I'm probably not as feminine as the average feminine female, but I wear heels, I dress up. I just feel like I have a very dominant personality. I'm 5'8" in my head, but 5'4" on paper. I've never actually lived with a partner before. I'm just trying to figure out, how am I not married with 5 kids running around? Like, what the fudge am I doing wrong? Most people say, oh, I don't give people a chance. Yes, I do. I have boundaries though, and I don't let people fuck me over. I'm gonna say more than 3 times because I give chances. I even give you a second chance. But it's so easy for me to just walk the fuck out once you start playing with me. But I still don't understand how I'm still single. I don't have.
All right, so let's talk about this. Oh my God. This is her resume of what makes her a good mate. And she's talking about all of these things that men don't care about. You know, let me tell a story real quick. I was looking for another editor recently, right? And so I went to this service and I was interviewing a lot of people to kind of figure out who was going to be the best person for the job and then having to narrow it down. And it was really difficult because there were a lot of people who applied and I'm like, it's really taking me a long time to find an editor. And I was like, I wonder if there's some sort of problem, right? And then I thought to myself, listen, there is something specific that I'm looking for. There are certain types of ways that I need my videos edited. There's certain types of people and ways that I need them to show up. And I have a criteria. Before I hire any editor, we have to meet. I need to see you, look in your eyes. We need to have a conversation. And there's some people who want me to hire them sight unseen. They're like, oh, my camera doesn't work and all this other stuff. Oh, I don't have the time. Or, oh, I thought this was just going to be audio. No, I need to see you. I need to know who is editing my videos. I need to know because I'm giving people access to behind the scenes stuff. So there's a certain level of interaction, of vetting, of qualifying that I need for an editor. And I realized that when you have a certain amount of criteria, it's going to take you a little bit longer to find what it is that you're looking for because I could have hired the first person. I'm confused by this video because there's a lot going on here. Number one, she's talking about a lot of things that men don't care about. Men don't give a damn about your damn credit score. How cute are you? How fit are you? How easily are you going to give up the vagina if they're looking for, they have a short-term mating strategy, or how great of a mother are you going to be? This is what they're concerned about. Many of them, your personality comes secondary to how it is that you look and what type of services it is that you can provide for them. Unfortunately, being a wife, being picked or chosen is not the flex that it was once considered. It was considered a flex long, long, long ago when women got their accomplishment in proxy to the men that they were with because they couldn't get the accomplishments on their own. So that she would be saying, oh, my man has an 800 credit score. My man is about to close on a house. My man has 2 paid off vehicles. But she's saying these things about herself. What that mouth do, how big is them cheeks and them clappers, how small is your waist, how fertile are you, how pretty are you, how quote unquote submissive are you. These are the things that men are saying on these podcasts that they want and that they're looking for. So I don't understand why on the internet you're going to come out talking about you don't know why you're still single. Girl, if you're putting this out on the internet, you don't want to know what it is that you're going to receive back because they're getting some sort of schadenfreude. They're salivating, chomping at the bit to be able to tell women all of the things that they feel are quote unquote wrong with them and why they're still quote unquote single. You said you have boundaries. Listen, dear, part of the reason that you're still single is because you would rather be single than with some of the offers that you had gotten. I wish that we would be forthright. Like, I don't know how many of you have ever seen women who have a whole bunch of clothes strewn out on their bed and they're like, I haven't a thing to wear. Yeah, you have a lot of clothes, but you don't want to combine what it is that you have, or you're not in the mood for putting on what it is that you got. There are plenty of men, especially since she's light complected, there are plenty of men who want to be with her. But what is the caliber of those men? You have to think about the average person in our country. Is she looking for the average or below average man? Because they're going to tell you lower your standards and yeah, you can get yourself a man. But the thing is that she doesn't seem to be equating the two, the caliber of the mate and the fact that she's waiting. When you love yourself, you take the time to find a person who is right for you. I think that she's a little confused, or maybe she's trolling. I don't know if she's being serious or not. If I take her at face value that she's being serious in this video, what I can say is, dear, being married and saddled with 5 children is not the flex that it once was. Are you looking for a healthy relationship? Let's put some adjectives on this marriage. What type of marriage are you looking for? There are women who right now are married. They get sick for a week with COVID and the child gets sick. The man, because he spends so little time with either of them, doesn't get COVID. And when all is said and done, she comes out of COVID with a sink full of dishes, with garbage that hasn't been taken out, Amazon boxes cut open and piled up all around the house. What type of marriage are you interested in? We just finished breaking down the Who the F Did I Marry series. She was married. What was the caliber of her husband? If you have standards, right? You have to understand that it is the standards that are weeding certain people out of your life. Go invest in a matchmaker and having matchmaker go out there and find a suitable mate that is ready, somebody who's pre-vetted, a suitable mate that's pre-vetted and ready to settle down, somebody who's going to be a good match for you, because she's so busy talking about what it is that she has to offer that she doesn't realize that there's a certain number of people who are going to be disqualified based on what it is that she wants. What do you want, dear? What do you want? And it's in that you're going to realize why you're still single. You're still single because you want to be. You don't want what it is that you have been offered. You want something better. That's why you're holding out. So let's be for real about this. For real. Let's come on.
Be a part of the live show with thousands of other viewers. Go to TonyaTKO.com/text and join the text notification squad and get a text whenever I go live. Support the show and yourself, and I'll see you on the next live broadcast.